Canada, 2012, a novel by American writer Richard Ford, follows the story of teenager Dell Parsons, whose parents are arrested after robbing a bank. The novel garnered positive critical acclaim and won the American Library Association's 2013 Andrew Carnegie Medal for excellence in fiction. The story begins with Dell, now over 60 and nearing retirement from his career as an English teacher, narrating in flashback the events of when he was 15 in 1960. The narrative spans only a few months and centers on his parents' bank robbery and several associated murders. Dell recalls that his parents, Bev and Neva, seemed to get along well, though he believes they should never have married. In his view, their marriage happened only because Neva became pregnant with Dell and his twin sister, Burner. Bev, a U.S. Navy veteran who served as a bomber, struggles financially alongside Neva, a would-be academic whose intellectual ambitions have largely failed. To supplement their income, Bev enters into a scheme with local Native Americans. They steal cattle from ranchers, slaughter the livestock, and sell the meat. The plan quickly unravels, leaving Bev $10,000 in debt. Desperate to repay the debt and stabilize his family, Bev decides to rob a bank in South Dakota, taking Neva along. The robbery, however, fails to go smoothly. The bank tellers and customers are unafraid of Bev, despite his gun, and he only manages to steal about $2,500. Returning to their home in Great Falls, Montana, Bev and Neva initially believe they have escaped consequences. Days later, police arrive and arrest the couple. Dell and Burner, rather than being placed in social services, are left to fend for themselves. Burner moves to San Francisco with her boyfriend, while Dell relocates to Saskatchewan, where Arthur Remlinger, the brother of a family friend, offers him work assisting tourist hunters with goose hunts. Dell lives in a shack on Arthur's property before moving into the Leonard, a hotel Arthur owns. Dell finds Arthur both strange and compelling, admiring his predictability and consistency, qualities absent in his own parents. Dell later discovers a gun belonging to Arthur and learns from their mutual friend, Charlie Quarters, that Arthur once attended Harvard but dropped out due to financial difficulties. Arthur's extreme reactionary views made him unpopular on campus, and shortly after leaving college, he became implicated in a union office bombing in Detroit that killed a union official. Arthur fled to Canada, where the German owner of the Leonard took him in. Upon the German's death, Arthur inherited the hotel. Despite laying low, Arthur is pursued by Detroit investigators Jeps and Crosley. Though neither investigator is particularly formidable, Arthur murders them, with Dell feeling responsible for having driven him to the cabin where the killings occurred. Dell and Charlie also help dispose of the bodies, an experience that profoundly disturbs him. Following these events, Dell moves to Winnipeg and is adopted by Roland, the adult son of Arthur's girlfriend, Florence. He navigates a relatively normal young adulthood, but continues to wrestle with guilt over the murders. Dell eventually becomes an English teacher, learns that his mother committed suicide in prison, and discovers that Burner is battling cancer. He visits her and returns to his wife, the only person he confides in about his role in the killings. Life continues, yet Dell senses, much like Arthur before him, that his past crimes may one day catch up with him. According to The New Yorker, Canada is a novel exploring the acceptance, resilience, and self-awareness necessary to live with oneself after committing a crime. Thank you for watching. If you enjoy this video, leave a like and subscribe.